It's time for a Leonardo Recapulo. What happened last time we played 2 weeks ago? Well, you guys got attacked by octopi. That's the long and the short of it. I wrote a lot about this octopi attack, but ultimately you got attacked by octopi and then you ate them. Um, the octopi kept trying to pull you in the river. The battle was harder than it should have been because everybody was very depleted from battling Entrants and then the brain turkeys and then the octopi. Miki had a fireball left though. Andre cooked one with scorching grasp. You guys ate fried octopus at night. You talked about fun topics. Sarah reanimated Entrance as an illusion wizard zombie, against her will, sort of. Andre is now a follower of Jaith, the hummingbird. Or no, Jaith's the coyote, right? The trickster god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Jaith, the coyote trickster god. And you guys ended up in a really big room. You didn't know what was going on, so you cast light on a rock and threw it in the air, and it caused a massive stalactite to fall down. Dove out of the way, Andre did, took a little bit of damage. You guys cast light on the red panties in Miki's inventory and gave them to Lean to have Lean to fly around the room. Oh, speaking of Japanese stuff, I'm on the second to last episode of Shogun, and it is
Ooh.
so effing good. It's so good. Since if you like all the Japanese stuff, watch that. It is so good. Um, so you realized you're in a really big room with a bunch of stalactites hanging from the ceiling. And way far away on the other side of the stalactite room, there's an exit to the north and an exit to the east. And I just realized you guys are on the southern side of a massive cavern. And Lean-To has been flying around holding red panties that are glowing in the air. And it has shown you that big stalactites the size of Buicks are hanging from this far up ceiling. And it's a couple football fields in size, this room, and on the northern side of it, you have seen there's a passage that leads to the north and a passage that leads to the east. But you're still on the southern side of it, menaced by stalactites. What will you do?
Uh, does it does it look like there is a potential safe path we can take through this cornucopia of pointy?
I mean, you could roll survival,
Sure.
Celeste with the robot legs.
This is not my worst stat.
Only you had Dara.
Ah, 21.
Uh, you can tell that there's no particular path through the room that is more or less safe than another. It's a big open space. There's some chunks of rock on the ground where stalactites have fallen from the ceiling. I mean, I guess you know that the chunks of rock, the stalactites already fell on them, already fell in that place. There's no stalactite over the fallen rock chunks, but there's also not, you know, you can't just like jump from one to the other of those.
Right. May I make a suggestion on a course of action?
Go ahead.
Of
Perhaps.
course.
Well, we know that they cannot fall on our heads if there are none above us to fall. So perhaps we break them preemptively and use that to forge a path forward.
And Darius is like, "Hey, what about the natural beauty? And I'm sure these stalactites have hung here for hundreds of years. Uh, nature and stuff."
Yes, nature is a wonderful thing, but are we more important than rocks? I would wager so.
I bet there is someone who lives down here who thinks that we are not more important than rocks.
Or their opinion does not matter to me.
Well,
But this is just one course of action. If there are other ideas, I am willing to hear.
I mean, as long as we don't make too much noise crossing, I don't think that they should fall.
Looks down at her
Yes.
legs, looks
Hmm.
back up.
We
That
could
may be a problem.
we could carry you.
No.
Um, I'm also a little worried I could shatter the stalagmites to knock them down. But I'm a bit worried about the integrity of the cave itself.
Hmm. Oh yeah, that's fair. If we start breaking stalactites all willy-nilly, there may be a cave-in.
Hmm.
you think that the cave might be lying?
Structural integrity.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. But I mean, I don't know, do we have a slightly less destructive way to do that?
Well, I mean, we could just risk it and slither our way through.
I mean, what?
No, no puns intended.
I mean, God, we've done so much. If we die because a big rock hits us in the head, I guess do we desert? No, no, it's impossible for us to die this way.
It it is impossible for us to die.
Uh, I do not know if this is true, but most certainly make for a poor story if others learned of it.
Exactly. It's like
Hmm.
this just wouldn't happen. It just
The
can't happen.
great heroes that killed the queen of Elenia Toth died
Hmm.
because a rock hit their head.
Hmm.
Nobody threw us at the rock, it just fell. But it is certainly possible. I am certain there are some stories like this, but they are likely not told.
Hmm.
I have heard in the east of Rocinante we tell a story about a great dragon slayer who went into a volcano and decided to jump into the lava, thinking, how could I die from jumping into lava after all the dragons I killed? And he died. He ended up rolling up a new character, as they say.
uh, I think I have maybe happened upon similar stories of that they tell in Liebenstock like this, where it is the boy ate the sausages he was not supposed to eat, so he was murdered by ravens or something of the sort.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Similar stories, just that kind of, and then the boy died.
Hmm.
But I should not like to be a part of one of these stories, so maybe a more careful way.
Hmm.
Hmm. Well, we gotta do something.
Again, sorry, how wide is this, or how far is it till the next like point of safety?
300 feet.
300? Oh, oh goodness.
Hmm. Miki's just gonna push the button, and she's just gonna start walking towards,
Oh boy.
Like,
just carefully
um,
walking.
I suppose if you'll give me a moment, I could try and prepare silence.
Oh, this would
Hmm.
be
How long do you need?
Uh, I think it's a short rest to prepare a new spell. Hold
I
on, let
don't
me
think
check.
so.
It's a
Oh,
long rest.
mm,
I'd need only
8
about
hours.
8 hours.
That's a
Oh,
little longer than we have.
Oh,
How did you say you were walking, Miki?
Just walking, passing by as many of like the already fallen stalagmites as possible.
Okay, so just walking across the room to the north, walking past some of the fallen ones.
Mm. Pushing the button if there is. Just
Any,
joking.
any other description as to the walking?
Uh, Lean to just fluttering. I'm gonna pay attention, and if there is like any sort of like sign of like a stalagmite starting to crackle and go, I'm going to just get out of the way of it if possible.
Okay, you're just walking in a normal way,
Hmm.
walking along.
I see those dice rolling.
Uh, all right. Right as you get to the end of the room, one of the stalactites starts falling on you. Chukunk. Make a deck save.
All right.
I'm not even thinking about resurrecting her. She just can't die.
She can't die.
All right, you dive out of the way of the falling Buick-sized thing. What's a Buick? And you you only take damage from the shards, the shards.
The
Uh
shards.
yeah, the shards. You only take damage from the shards of rock. You only take damage from the shards of rock that blast out of the ground sideways as this massive thing hits near you. Uh, and you take 16 damage.
Ooh, it's a lot. I forgot how much these do. I wouldn't have walked.
But you make it to the other side. Now you're on the northern side of the room.
Minor illusion, just two big thumbs up, and it's just like just projecting my voice as much as possible, being just like, I made it.
Hmm.
As you project your voice in the middle of the room. All right. One of you's on the northern side of the room. The other three are on the southern side of the room.
If we are just going, then I suppose I will try to quietly follow the same path, and I would like to hold the dodge action, or I guess I would like to take the dodge action as I walk.
Okay. So you said you're taking the dodge action as you walk, and you're walking.
The same path.
Oh, wait, I have an idea.
Oh no,
Uh,
stop.
no, wait, this is great actually. Um, God, any one of you, Pone Noir, give her the help action.
Oh, no, 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 I do not want that. I do not want that noisy creature near me.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
All right.
So you're trying to move quietly.
Yes.
Okay. I
Hmm.
I would say I would say either you can stealth or you can dodge.
Oh, I guess I will dodge. That's better.
All right. So you walk across the room while dodging.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, the fuck does that say? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. All right. So, make a deck save with advantage, please.
11. 10.
Okay. All right. That's 20 damage. One lands next to you and blows you up.
Do I at least make it across or no?
Yeah, you make it across. 20 damage, going to 70.
I go to high five.
Wipe the blood off my head, and so now you have a bloody hand.
Celeste has some porcupine quills of rock sticking out of her. And uh,
While they come across, I'll spend a hit die to regain some hit points.
How far is the path that we're meant to walk?
well, it's a 300-foot long room and it's like 200 feet wide as well.
Okay. That
So
was what I was like, maybe we can just Misty Step, but no.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Uh,
uh Celeste, what do you go to for health?
Let me roll that right now. Do first.
It's a great time to maybe cast, I don't know. Well, never mind.
Uh,
All the zombies and Santi look
Oh,
forlorn on the southern side of the room.
I can get another Santi.
can Santi like
84.
Totoro bust them like around the sides?
He could potentially, but yeah, he could try.
Hmm.
Santi, do that. I don't know if he heard me.
What, take all the zombies around the side,
No,
like the wall?
I think the our friends first, and then the zombies if it is a successful endeavor.
I'll try to stealth. I think I can stealth. I
All right.
only have disadvantage and add nothing. What's
Mm.
the worst that could happen?
Hmm.
Well, it was almost a 19.
Okay, so you're walking normally across the room. Uh, not good. Make a dex save.
Do
Yee.
I have inspiration? No, I don't have inspiration. All right.
Not good.
Nope.
I don't like that paint smile.
Where are you? 25 damage,
Oh, thank God.
going to 10. Going down to 10.
Oh wait, you already damaged. I forgot about that.
Uh, Rocks smashing, chunks of rock everywhere. Sucks. You take damage. Uh, all right, so only Sarah, her zombies, and Santi are on the southern side of the room. Oh yeah, Darius is there.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself, level 3.
Okay.
Mm.
Um,
Uh,
I
get on Santi. He could ride on the side.
I can climb independently. Uh so there's more room on Sunti. Um, I'll try and climb on the side of the wall myself with my tabaxi abilities.
Okay. I'm gonna say that for Santi, so Santi's got one, two, three, four, five, six passengers on a large person. So just to be nice, I'll say that's two trips.
Most
And
of them are gnomes.
and then I'll say that's two trips. And then we've got Darius and Sarah. Um so I will take just DC. Let's see, where's giant riding lizard? Giant riding lizard. Giant lizard. That's
So
a giant riding lizard. Giant riding lizard. Okay, two dex checks, DC 8. The only problem with climbing on the wall is squeezing past this one stalactite that's close to the wall. So it's DC 8. Do you want to roll it, Com?
oh yeah, I'd like to.
The
Um,
giant roding lizard has +1 on dex checks. So if if you roll lower than a 7 on
yes.
rolls, then
Surely nothing can go wrong.
dislodge the.
That's a 3.
Hmm.
Okay, so on the first trip, the lizard's heading through with Amelie, Dacian, and Pont Noir on his back.
Not Darius first.
Nope. And
Okay.
the stalactite gets uh hit by them and dislodged, and the rock starts falling around them. And so I'm gonna make some dex checks for the three zombies. Uh, two of them are good, one of them are not. That one's Point Noir. She gets a little stone spray. Uh, takes 8 damage, going to 22. And then the lizard gets sprayed. Uh, Lizard does all right. Lizard takes only 4 damage out of 19.
Okay.
Where's my lizard? Lizard, there you are.
Is that 15 out of 19?
Yeah. And makes it across, having cleared the path. So the next trip with Kingfisher, Astrid, and Entrance, how many bad guys can you guys turn into zombies? Um, where's Queen Aoife the zombie? Well, we had to explode her. Kingfisher, Astrid, and Entrance. The second trip goes fine, going through the hole, and then Sarah uses her climbing speed to walk through the same safe wall area. And Darius is all by himself. And then Santi goes back for Darius. And Darius rides the lizard, riding high the wall of the lizard wall. And everybody makes it to the northern side of the room. Some of you with rocks sticking out of cuts on your body. And Daniel, what did you go up to with your cure wounds?
I healed 24. So I am at 34.
Muy bien. All right. So you guys are on the northern side of this room, and there is a passageway heading north and a passageway heading east out of this thing, out of this cavern. And you can't really see in either directions. It's just like long, long passageways. I feel like I said that the one heading north was skinnier than the one heading east, but maybe that was before you got to this room. I don't know.
I think that was before we got to this room, and then we went down the wider one.
Well, I guess I'll say the same thing. I'll say that the one to the north is skinnier and the one to the east is thicker. But beyond that, that's what you are getting from these passageways. You can, of course, do other things to try to ascertain things about passageways.
Can I send Lean to just very quickly, just with the red panties, just to get as much of a line of sight down the tunnels as much as possible?
Yeah, they're both just long stone tunnels. They curve a little bit after a while, you know. Jagged stone under a lake. Um, but you're welcome to do other things. I don't know. Or just go on one. I don't know. Whatever. Anything you want.
Do any of them have a particular, I don't know, smell of water or smell of fresh air? Is there a breeze coming from anyone? Any sign that one of them opens up to something bigger eventually?
Uh, roll perception to take a sniff.
Mm-hmm. Do perception. 6.
Sniff, sniff, sniff. Celeste,
A
sniff.
common thing for all my characters.
Yeah,
19.
sniffing is good.
It is one of the senses.
Um, to the north, kind of smells like stale air. Um, to the east, there is a smell resembling dried apples or pears, perhaps with a hint of cedar wood.
Is this reminiscent of the brain turkey spelled thing?
The smell of the brain turkey's spell thing?
Did they not cast? Oh no, that was Dius, was it not? A spell that made things smell of apple pie or something of the sort.
Yeah, that was his smell. No,
Yeah.
this is this is more of a natural smell. Uh, but it smells like those things I said.
Uh, Down this path smells like those things he said.
There, yeah, you smell something that it smells natural and naturey and kind of thick, the smell. And yeah, you catch hints of dried apples and pears and perhaps cedar wood. And to the north, you smell stale cavern air.
Uh, Relaying this to the rest of the group.
Perhaps someone had previously made camp in that direction.
Oh,
Maybe.
no, maybe
I'm
so.
quite curious to investigate that smell of cedar and apples.
I'm a little worried that it would be something dangerous, perhaps more of those mined turkeys that we might want to avoid. Um,
Mayhaps it is the wider of the paths, though.
hmm.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
Yes, so the thinner, staler path or the wider,
Fruity path.
smelly, fruity path. Yeah. What were you gonna say, Miki?
I am tempted to go to the wider path.
And it is more towards the direction northeast, is it not, that we are supposed to go? We went north last.
Mm.
Perhaps east is the best option now.
Perhaps, yeah.
I
I
would
don't see why
agree.
not. All right.
All right, you guys decide to go east. Tell me about what heading east through this slightly thicker but still slender passageway looks like, as it is dark and continuing.
I think lean to the red pansied reindeer is just going to take the lead.
All right, yeah, lean to like puts on the panties to some extent.
Just over his head, just like a superhero.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of Quail Man from Doug,
Yeah.
which is an old man's reference. But yeah, Lean to is flying along wearing the panties on his head or her head or her bottom, and you all are walking one by one in some order east through this hallway. It is tall enough that Miki can stand up straight in it, so that's nice. And yeah, you're heading east for a while. At least 20 minutes of walking in the dark tunnel with the red panties of Queen Aoife guiding your way.
It's the red panties of the
That's right. That's right. It's hushed sparkles.
Hush Sparkled. Yeah, it's not even someone important.
No.
Queen Aoife had a wardrobe of black and red as well, so that's why I was
Hmm.
thinking about that. So yeah, you're going east. It's also you note that the air is warmer just a little. Like an increase of like Fahrenheit 68 to 74, for example, but you notice that things are a little bit warmer.
Hmm.
Does the air,
And go ahead.
I was just going to ask, does the air seem more dry or more humid?
It's definitely more humid.
Okay.
And as you're walking, you start seeing uh mushrooms here and there.
Look out for a drow fellow.
What?
Oh, there are other elves here.
I am not certain.
Mhm.
You Sarah, you would know well, and Dice would also know that there are dark-skinned half-elves that live in the Ozaran Expanse, which is to the northeast of Parvus.
Oh yeah, that was with Kaz's family.
Yeah. The only full drow that anybody's mentioned to you in your entire quest has been Welrar Mirden at the Mage College. They're pretty rare. Uh, so yeah, you start to see little mushrooms in the tunnel. Little red mushrooms and purple mushrooms and stuff. And you keep walking 10, 20 minutes further east. And you start to notice that some of the mushrooms are bioluminescent, are glowing. And it's I don't know, it's kind of comforting. It's a little warmer. There's glowing mushrooms. You know, it's pleasant.
Any signs of light or life other than mushroom life?
No, no. No, just bioluminescent glowing mushrooms, a long passageway, and the panties.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, the mushrooms are interesting.
Mm.
Oh,
Go ahead.
uh, Amelie, go bite one of those mushrooms.
Amelie bites a mushroom.
No, no poison, no magical effect of any kind.
I mean, she's a zombie.
Well, that's why I did it because it would be safe.
It wasn't like a giant puff of like death.
Mhm. We didn't hear like the screams of a sentient mushroom. Okay.
Yeah, roll a d10.
Why? Oh, well, I've created problems for myself instead of found them. Okay.
What do you mean?
Amelie has no reaction to the mushroom. She just eats a mushroom. She kind of chews it up and looks at you confusedly.
Thank you.
Uh, yeah. So you
Hmm.
guys keep heading east?
Can I carefully harvest some of the mushroom, the
Sure.
bioluminescent ones?
Sure.
Is there, do I just do it?
You can roll a d20.
Okay.
Um,
What skill?
Just a luck check.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're good. You harvest some.
Yay.
I think you were all barking up the wrong tree, as they say. I've tried making beer from mushrooms before. It did not go great.
Hmm.
Hmm.
is this
But
why you're looking forward to? Oh, I'm sorry, Miki. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to ask, is this why you're looking forward to the apples? Perhaps a cider?
Cedar cider.
You know, from the vague memories I have of being able to eat and drink, the worst coffee I ever tasted was mushroom coffee.
That is a.
That
What is this?
I've never heard of mushroom coffee. I've had mushrooms, skewered mushrooms, the mushrooms on some sort of bread with sauce and a little bit of cheese.
I'll
Indeed.
take one insight check and one perception check.
Can I do insight?
I'll do the perception.
I guess they are both the same for me, but 24.
22.
Okay. Insight, as you're talking about this, you feel like the mushrooms on the walls like don't like it. You're talking about skewering mushrooms and mushroom coffee and mushroom tea and all the things you could do with mushrooms. And
Mushroom pizza.
Or
Celeste, you just get the feeling that the mushrooms don't like it. Um, and Andre, as you guys are continuing east, you are the first to make out a shape down the end of the hallway. It is a motionless humanoid shape, uh, silhouetted by Lean-To's underwear, but but also glowing as well. It's like a silhouette, a glowing silhouette, but it's pretty far down the tunnel.
what do I have a peculiar intuition that mushrooms do not like us speaking of their consumption?
Huh.
Hmm.
There's
This is weird
someone
because I
down there.
don't. This,
Can I I'll shout out and I'll say, "Hello, who are you?"
There's no reaction, no movement, just this glowing humanoid shape.
All right, I'll walk towards it.
What's everybody else do?
I will follow behind him, sword in hand, not drawn from the sheath yet, but in hand. Um, I like to keep an eye out for anything fishy.
All of a sudden, a fish pops out of the wall.
Slice.
Uh, as you get closer to this figure, you notice that there are two smaller figures, about waist high to it, that are standing with it, like a medium creature and two small creatures. Uh, they are glowing in blue and green and pink. And as you get closer, you realize that these are some kind of mushroom people. They it's like a mushroom stalk with two little lines for eyes and a little line for a mouth. You can sort of barely make out the face on the side of this thing. And the bigger one has a red and white cap, and the little ones have like brown and purple caps, and they look like big mushrooms, but with sort of arms and legs. And uh, yeah, you're about 80 feet from them now, and you can see them standing there, just down the end of the hallway, looking at you, sort of looking at you, motionless.
Can you communicate?
Uh, they don't say or do anything.
All right, I'll come a little bit closer.
Okay, give me a perception check as you come closer.
Sure.
Range on this.
Uh,
21.
yeah, you realize that if you walk a few more feet, if you walk within 60 feet of them, there is a fine mist of spores hanging in the air. And so if you walk a few more steps forward, you will walk into that.
All right. I'll look back in the group and say I'm gonna try something.
All right.
And I'll investigate the spores.
Uh, how do you investigate them?
Uh, there's only one way that I can think of. Take a big old whiffer.
You walk into the spores and take a big whiff.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, you see Andre walk forward and go,
It may
and
not be a good idea.
Oh no.
and what do you guys do as you see him step forward and do that? Do you just let him do that, or what do you do?
Come on, guys. It's just anthrax.
It's just asbestos.
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. Something deep in my heart is telling me that you must meld. That
Can I send a message to, I guess, the taller of the mushroom people and just, are you intelligent in life? Hoping for some sort of reply, maybe from the mind.
You don't hear anything back.
Gotcha.
Uh, Andre, make a Constitution save, please.
All right.
Is that flat?
Yeah, that's flat. I had to lower my con to be able to take levels in cleric.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
You as you inhale it, it goes straight to your head, like if you have too much wasabi, and you take 3 points of psychic damage, but once that initial stab takes place, you almost feel refreshed, and you you start to get you just get this feeling like you understand all the mushrooms around you on the walls a little better. Um, and like you feel sort of a kinship with these mushrooms growing on the walls. And as you this all happens in just a space of a few seconds as you step up and take this big gulp of air, and it's kind of like and then you start getting this feeling, and you hear in your head, Andre, you immediately hear, "Hello, my name is Finlam. Who are you, traveler?"
Uh, I'm Andre. Which one is Finland?
Uh, I do not understand this concept.
I don't think I do either. I'll point to the three figures and I'll be like, "Are you which one's Finlan?"
Welcome. I am Finlam. These are my friends, High Shore and Rigred.
I am Andre, and I'll do a bow. This is Silith and Miki and Sarah. We came seeking apples and cedar.
We are all one. You are a traveling colony?
So to speak.
You must be here to kill us.
No, that wasn't. Unless you're a dragon, but you're mushroom people, I think.
Clearly we are.
This is made even more intense by the fact that my desktop has just decided to show me a blue screen with nothing else on it. So
Ooh, that's not good.
it's not bad yet. I just don't know what's going on.
Well, we can hear you and communicate with you.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
The
Is it-
melding is still working.
Is it the Windows Update screen without the text on it?
No, it did the thing where it's like, would you like to, when you click oh God, what's it called?
Oh, the
Control
Windows
Alt Delete, and it's
Right.
like, do you want to open Task Manager? It did that screen and then it went away.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
okay. That's
It
Kind
was
of come back now.
Sounds like it's time to restart.
It's fixed.
it was Finlan, High Shore, and what?
High Shore and Rigred are we,
Right.
but you cannot hear us. Only your friend is in the cloud. Andre, you are a traveling colony?
Yes, so to speak.
Uh, we have heard that your people, the rootless, will kill us.
We have no plans to do such a thing. Who told you this?
It is passed down in legend. Whenever you rootless come, you kill.
We simply seek passage through these caves. We were in search of a dragon, not a colony.
Oh, well, perhaps others of us know of the things you seek. I am but a sentry.
Would you allow us passage then?
We have no choice, softers.
Lofters?
Softers. You are soft. Rootless softers. Welcome, I guess.
Hey, are you like dying? Is everything okay?
yeah, you're kind of talking to yourself a lot.
No, I'm talking to Bigard and Finland and the mushroom people.
Hmm,
Oh,
great.
You guys can't hear them?
No.
no.
And High Shore.
Big Red, like the the cinnamon candies?
What?
Oh no,
Oh,
that's hot tamales. Big Red, like the disgusting soda?
No, rig red.
Ah, I
yes.
see, I see. Uh,
So,
uh, what do you mean? They are not saying anything.
I can hear them very clearly.
Shall take a step forward into the mushroom spores.
Take a breath.
To breathe normally.
All right, make a con save.
It's
Oh,
gotta sound
okay.
like the breath from that Imagine Dragons song.
Oh,
6.
Uh, same sort of thing. You take 1 psychic damage,
I die.
going to 69.
No, I regain hit
nice.
points.
What?
Remember I rolled to regain hit points?
Okay, what's your total?
Or I should be at 83.
All right, after the 1.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, same thing, like, ooh, brain freeze. And then all of a sudden you feel a little bit cooler. And you you hear Celeste you hear why don't you tell your friends to come talk to us?
Why are you so insistent to speak to them?
What?
Does it seem like they have nefarious intent with getting everybody into the spores?
You can roll insight.
I would like to. 11.
You can't tell, but you hear you are here to kill us, yes?
Mm, no, that is not on the plans, but should we be provoked, we will defend ourselves adequately.
Oh, we will not.
More than neither shall we.
Do you think they would be upset if they found out I harvested some mushrooms?
Um, I perhaps would not open with that.
I messaged to Sarah just in case there's a mind reading effect on Celeste and Andre.
I feel like they must already know.
Most likely.
So perhaps they're already mad. You should ask them.
Mm. Can you ask them if perchance someone, this is out loud to Celeste, can you ask them if someone perchance harvested some mushrooms in the hallway? Would they be upset? In just a hypothetical.
I can ask such a question, I suppose.
Mhm.
Would if hypothetically somebody ate one of the mushrooms down the way, would this upset you and your peoples?
Everything must die. That is how mushrooms are created.
Now that's what I'm worried about. I'm gonna step forward and recognizing that I have barely functional lungs and don't tend to breathe, Sarah sort of opens her jaw and sort of swings her left hand, which is her one hand, and tries to swing, use air pressure to push them into her body.
Uh,
uh,
roll me an athletics check.
Okay. Uh, Flat roll. I'm gonna use inspiration.
Oh my. Bad rolls tonight.
I would say you trip and fall over.
Sarah's forearm falls off and she has to reattach it like a cartoon. Um,
Good.
Oh,
You fall over, you lose your balance.
I thought for a second you would end up like me, but with your arms.
Oh,
oh, that was a bad fall.
Yeah, you eat it, you fall over, you lose balance.
Oh
You
no, ate me.
you, you don't take damage from inhaling the spores though, as you are barely able to get enough into you to connect you to everything. But you do,
Okay. Um,
and
hail.
you hear, "Why is the tall one not joining us?"
I feel like it's important to have at least one of us not connected just in case this is a bad thing.
She's scared of you all. She's terrified.
I've heard lots of stories of deals with hags and like losing control of their mind with uh with fey creatures and from stories of a long told past.
We are not fey creatures. There are no hags here. This is a mushroom village. Sarah hears in her head.
They say there are no hags here and there are no fae here, and these are mushroom people.
Well,
Yeah, come on, Miggy, stop being a narc.
Whoa.
I would prefer just I I am I would prefer just not to right now. Maybe at a later date, but you know, my parents taught me not to do drugs. So I'm not gonna do shrooms.
You know, it is renowned for its medical purposes.
Mm.
Uh, Tell her these are just rapport spores.
What for poor sports?
That's so cute.
What is
These are
a
rapport spores.
These are just the spores we use to communicate.
Can I? If the party members tell me that, can I make some sort of inside check on that?
Sure.
Alright. So,
It's lying. These are LSD.
it's a
so
nat
natural
20.
20?
Are these mushroom people evil?
It's definitely telling you the truth that these are just rapport spores and they're not evil.
All right.
They're just fucking mushrooms.
Okay. I've seen too much shit with mushrooms taking control of people's mind. All right. I guess sure. I when in Rome.
They're not good either. They're just mushrooms. The same way like a bear is just a bear.
Mhm. So like I get no nefarious intents.
No, but uh viruses aren't evil. They're just viruses. But this mushroom is definitely not evil. And it is definitely telling you the truth that these are just rapport spores.
All right. I guess just so I can get the ability to communicate with them. Though nothing more.
You go into the rapport spores?
I go into the rapport spores.
Okay, you take a breath.
Sure.
All right. Roll me a con save.
Somebody has to make it. Or not.
Can I get inspiration?
Yeah, but it's not worth it. It's like a D4 of damage.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought there was something else behind it. Okay, never mind then.
You take 2 psychic damage.
Right.
Um, and then you all hear, finally.
Do not sass us.
I'm just wary. I apologize.
Well, we're wary too. We were told that you rootless softers would kill all of us when you returned. So I have already told the rest of the colony that we should all prepare to die.
Hmm.
The real interesting part is if it wasn't us who came down the cave, there's a whole colony up there of softers, as you called them, who are pacifistic to a fault. As in, if someone came to murder all of them, they would simply give them a warm embrace in an attempt to stop it.
Maybe they got it from us long ago.
That's
Do you have
that's
a
a possibility.
non-violence
Hey,
pact?
Antrons, what do you think of that? Thumbs
Uh,
up, thumbs down. Come on, zombie buddy.
uh,
Ooh,
I don't
interesting.
think.
No, no, that's still input.
In Celeste's head, she will, not meaning for it to be a communication, just to test if they completely read thoughts. So how big is your colony? She will just think that trying to think it to herself to see if it will respond.
Yeah, no,
It doesn't?
no.
Okay,
All right.
good.
You think it to yourself, they don't hear it,
Okay.
supposedly. Or maybe they're just all pretending. You should roll insight again. Uh,
I can.
he Miki got a nat 20 insight on there. Anyway, fucking nobody responds to the thoughts you have to yourself.
Okay.
Uh and Finlum says there are ancient legends of a tall mushroom stalk full of cat people to the southwest. But none of us can go to the surface, and none of us want to.
If you cannot go to the surface, how do you know of this tower of cat people?
Oh, it is in our legends. Perhaps one of us went up there, or perhaps one of you went down here. Certainly, someone learned long ago that you all love to kill us. And as he says that, you get a delicious whiff of apples from him.
You smell lovely.
That's
Please do
nice.
not eat me.
Uh, that's not it's not what I intended by that statement, but
It's
it
nice
was a
cologne.
compliment.
Hey, uh, what do you guys, just theoretically, if something was dead and therefore would be affected by mushrooms to be eaten, but could like talk and move and be sort of alive, but they were dead, would you try and eat that thing?
The word eat is subjective. If you want to ask philosophical questions, you should probably talk to others, like our monarch,
Oh, yes, that would be wonderful.
or to Gantma. I am but a sentry.
I, for one, would love to meet this mushroom monarch.
Oh, well, if you'd like to see our village before you kill us, you can follow me.
Is there any sort of taboos when going into your village? Is there something we should be aware of aside
Don't,
from not killing you
yeah,
or harming you?
We do not have codified rules for outsiders because we never see them. So please just don't kill us.
You said something of the sort that you're a pacifistic bunch?
Uh, have you been to a forest?
Like before? I have been to a forest before. I mean, a specific forest?
I
You
lived in a forest.
are the trees pacifists?
But the trees are just trees. They do not have a sentience.
I think you should talk to someone else. I'm just a sentry. I just tell people what I see. I see you.
Intensive care unit? Oh my goodness. Where are we going?
What? Uh,
What will we call you, you people? Is there a conscious sort of race that we call you, or is it something in particular?
I believe that you softers call us myconids, but I don't think many of you know about us. I don't think many of us know about you.
Does the term Myconid ring a bell in my wizard nerd brain?
Roll history.
Eh,
All right.
In my time in libraries, would I have learned anything of the mechanids or of the sort?
You can roll
19.
history too.
Can I roll something else with nature or something? They're both minus. Fuck.
Ooh, 21.
I guess not, Mickey. Uh, with a 19 history and a 21 history, uh, I would say that you both have still very barely, if at all, ever heard of this. It's not something that most people on the surface have heard of and is not widely written about. There may be some mention of sentient mushrooms or uh uh yeah, sentient mushrooms. I think more likely these two people who have these high history roles here uh have read about fungi in general, and the idea that all fungus is connected by a mycelial network, and that some people postulate that mushrooms are communicating with each other across miles and miles of distance through the mycelial network. And you remember that the actual mushroom part of the fungus is simply the sex organ, and the actual creature of the mushroom is this thread-like root system that holds hands under the earth. I think you've read about that, but any idea of a sentient mushroom person would be more of a legend or a fairy tale uh, than like, oh yes, there is a race of myconids that live beneath the earth. This is strange and new, even to those who have rolled 20s.
Perhaps this is similar to the tale of vampires. I believe you told me about, Andre, that tale from your land when we first met. Perhaps there is truth to that as well.
Vampires? You'll have to refresh my memory.
I recall you told me a story of where's my notes? I believe it was Andre. Da, da, da. I believe you told me a story when we first met that people told tales of vampires in your land. I think this is when I was still taking scratch notes. Uh, Perhaps I am misremembering.
This is reminding me of what's his face that has were rat therianthropy
Oh, Cass.
that's in the tower.
That's in the tower.
Him and that one sacrificial zombie.
It'll be fine.
They'll go to court for us.
Yep.
The Elenia Toth B, which is this campaign from October of last year, just got posted. They're getting posted one a week now on a regular basis. Yeah. So the Finlam says you're asking a lot of philosophical questions. Maybe you'd be better off talking to someone else.
Well, I have one more question that's not really philosophical. Are these two smaller Myconid your children?
Your concept of that is different from ours.
Maybe we should go ask a philosopher. I think
Mm.
he might be of the common clay.
Or hopefully the philosophical sort here are a little less angry than the so-called peaceful ones.
I am not angry. What do you mean?
No. I was not referring to you being angry. I was referring to. Never mind.
Mm.
Please
Let us
don't
go.
kill us.
Not yet my intention.
If
Okay.
you're
What? What was that skeleton going to say?
something along the lines of, if you don't currently plan on killing someone, you don't need to say that. You just don't plan on killing them ever, right? Like, theoretically, a anyone would be like, you don't plan on killing me, and I would be like, well, not yet, and that would always be true. But I don't know.
Well, we do not know of them, and we do not know if they pose a threat to us. I cannot say with confidence that at some point in the future I would not plan on it. I would not wish to be untruthful to the host.
I I do value that about you, Celeste. You are honest to an absolute degree.
So you are going to kill us?
I am not planning on it yet. No.
We will not kill you.
Perhaps if you take us to this monarch sword, he will understand a little better.
You are very scary. Well, we will welcome the knife into our bosoms.
Oh no, they are.
I love these Eeyore mushrooms.
Oh well.
Come and kill us.
I promise we have no intentions of harming you whatsoever.
I'll show you where everyone is so you can make it quick.
No.
Now it seems you are wishing for this to be the case. We have said we do not wish to do
Have
so.
you thought about it happening before? Is it?
Our colony has been here for hundreds of years. We are one organism that is extremely old. Follow me.
I wonder. Never mind. If we were out of the spores, I'd say it.
Okay, here we go. Uh, okay. It starts. It sort of uproots itself and starts walking on thick, rooty feet, and the two smaller mushrooms at the base walk along as well, and soon your 14-person party and the three mushrooms are walking east along the passageway. Um, you you walk for a while, surrounded by glowing bioluminescent mushrooms growing on the walls, and pretty soon, um, you arrive in a massive open cavern uh with a big mushroom at the center and all sorts of humanoid looking mushrooms of all shapes and sizes and colors, glowing in all sorts of different colors and ways. Uh, there's a couple hundred of them, all facing towards the center of the room, facing a giant mushroom. And you can see that there are paths. There are paths leading. You're entering this giant room from the western side of it, and you can see that there are paths to the northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast, as well as an open cave tunnel on the eastern side of this room and an open cave tunnel on the northern side of this room. Uh, and these humanoids, humanoid shaped mushrooms of various sizes and colors and different glows, uh, they are, some of them are holding hands with each other. All of them have eyes closed, these like slits on their mushroom bodies. And there is a thick purple and yellow haze of spores throughout the room. And you get the feeling that they are like almost praying. Some of them are holding hands, some of them are standing with their hands clasped by themselves. They're standing completely still with the eyes closed, and there's this fog of glowing spores hanging in the air. And uh and as Finlam leads you to this room, this massive, beautiful room, Finlam turns to you all and says, in your minds, "Would you like to meld with us before you kill us? This is the melding room.
What what does melding what happens when we meld? What is melding?
You will understand both us and yourself a little better.
I'm in.
He says, from what we've heard of you humanoids, you're eating, drinking, watching entertainment, sleeping. For us, all of this is melding. Melding for us is your eating. Melding for us is your sleeping. Melding for us is our form of entertainment. Uh, it is a form of worship for us.
You've
It,
already sold me, so
well, I'm telling the other
I
people.
know.
It is the
I'm curious as to the
life.
experience. I am willing to participate.
It sounds a lot like how I extend myself to my various companions here, pointing to my gnomish undead. I'm interested, absolutely.
Am I the only one that is at least slightly hesitant towards this?
Well, Darius hasn't said anything. Are
Yeah.
you afraid, Darius?
I have never seen anything like this. Uh, I I I guess I could try. You all know my very sad story of life. What have I got to lose, I suppose?
No, I am more curious just to learn of what the. Well, I suppose I can wait until we meet the monarch. I could have questions answered by him. You're right, Miki. It would not be wise for all of us to do it.
If I figure out what melding is, maybe I can figure out what a myconid inspired alcohol would be like. That
Ooh,
Ooh,
that sounds rather unique, doesn't it?
it does
using
sound
it to
I'd be able
unique.
to
pursue your
sell that
craft.
for top price.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
I knew you were going to kill us.
That's
Well,
not
that is.
yet, as Silas says.
See, I am a good influence.
You're going
Hmm.
to grind us up and drink us.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
I have where I am from. It is not uncommon to put ergot, which is a fungus, into beers for a psychedelic effect.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I'm more searching for things that would conjure tasty effects. So
Mm.
They Finlam says, "Yes, the rootless softers will consume us all." And in the room, you voices in your appear in your head from others of these large and small multicolored creatures in the room, and you hear in your head like a chorus of voices. uh you're here to kill us, kill us, kill us. We will die. Death is here, death, death, death.
At this point, I almost think that I want it.
I've got to admit, it is almost like I'm starting to worry about the mind control effect, as Miki said. Maybe they want us to kill them.
Okay, I'll say the thing I was thinking earlier. If we kill them, I could try and use animate dead on them and
I,
see if they all come back.
like I said, it
No.
is not in my plans to kill them yet.
They seem to really be excited about it.
They- it is quite curious.
Mhm.
Did they speak to that man on the boat before? Is that what
Ah.
happened?
Mhm. Let me ask you a question to be clear. Do you want to die? Because we don't want to kill you, but you make it sound like you do want it.
Death is a part of life. Without death, there would be no mushrooms. But no, we do not want our colony to perish. But if you do eat us, eventually you will defecate us, and more mushrooms will grow.
Again,
Wow.
it's not really, you're not making it any clearer for us.
I
Is
think
that a
we
net?
want a portion of them to die in our bellies or something now.
Perhaps we just speak to your
Look,
monarch fella.
if you
Yeah.
really want us to spread you, I mean, we don't have to kill anyone. Do you have any who are recently dead? I guess we could try that.
Uh, dead is subjective here.
What?
Hmm.
I love this city. I love this so much.
Decomposition, decomposition is part of the life cycle of fungus.
Not with
There's
me,
an.
though. I'm built different.
Uh, well, this monarch lady or fellow what thing I suppose is this where is this individual or you know
Uh,
what I mean. Not the
Papa,
individual but
Papa's house is to the northwest of the melding room.
Papa Mouse is her name. I see.
Papa's house
Oh,
is to the northwest of the melding room. Did you want to meld before you kill us? Or
Let's meld. I want to meld.
I am opting out of melting, but I'm not going to stop you guys.
is there a way I can observe without participating?
yeah, you could just stand there and watch them.
Well, then I will just do what Mickey does.
All right, so it's only Andre and Sarah that are going to meld.
Oh, all of you come as well. All of the undead.
The zombies.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I'm not narrating six zombie dread.
That's fine.
They are undead. Um, I'm sorry, undead cannot meld. But
Well,
that does raise an interesting question for a more philosophical person than me.
all right, dude. I'm gonna keep them in the room just to see what happens.
Okay. Well, Finlam, the larger red and white splotched mushroom cap fellow, reaches out his short T-Rex hands from his mushroom stalk and tries to hold hands with Sarah and Andre. Let us meld. And he holds both of your hands and then he like tilts his head up towards the center of the room where everybody else seems to be facing and holding hands. And the fog of spores wafts over your faces and Finlam says in your minds, take a big inhale. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna narrate some and then I'll pass it to you guys to narrate some as well. Even for Eve. Okay. Uh Sarah, uh you take a big puff of the spores and then another big huff and then another to try to get enough of it into your system that it would possibly affect you. And finally, it starts to affect you the same way that if you've ever IRL done mushrooms, or acid or something like that. Uh, there's this feeling of like, is something happening? Is it kicking in? Is this kicking in? And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, it kicked in a long time ago. And there's a feeling, and this is happening to you as well, Andre. There's a feeling of like a kind of slowing down and like you're in molasses or something and like a pulsating electricity that underlies everything. And both of you, Andre and Sarah, you realize that this pulsating feeling of electricity is actually the source of all life that underlies everything. The energy that spins the globe, that moves the blood through your veins, that moves your lungs, that interconnects. Both of you see the classic stock footage of a fox decomposing, getting eaten by maggots. The classic stock footage of time lapse of that thing, and you truly understand deep in your hearts what these myconids have been explaining to you, that death is life and life is death. And Sarah, you understand this in a very personal way, and you start to view your existence as part of a cycle, as part of a whole. And you start seeing flashes from your past and flashes from your future. Sarah, I'd like you to narrate a little bit of this, and then I will add some stuff into it.
Ugh. All right. Let's do past to future. Sarah sees, um, and I think I'm gonna do this not from the perspective of the character she once was, but the person that she is. The moment of her creation, a uh arcane, but beyond arcane, a partially divine act of care, as a older tabaxi mother and her daughter are being attacked and arrested by slavers in Liebenstag. An act of divine magic protects the child uh, from a death sentence. Um, Later in a prison cell, that divine magic is cultivated and refined into something principled and arcane, as this tabaxi girl grows older and learns through scraps and pieces, bits of magic, and eventually creates a community that is able to engage and grow within this space of imprisonment. When this community is noticed and seen and attempted to be suppressed by Liebenstag prison guards, the Tabaxi girl Crash is killed in front of a crowd of these fellow prisoners. And that magic, that divine power now turned into something more solidified, um, is, I think, in a way, stricken by purpose and on some level grief, and on some level the thing that created it in this first place, this deep need for safety and protection and solidity, uh, creating a physical protective ward that reanimates the body of this uh, killed prisoner and creates Crash, this sort of halfway point between that magic and that person. Uh, and Sarah slowly sees the tabaxi side of herself and human, the humanoid elements of herself leave as that magic is stronger than blood, is stronger than um, the body, and the ability to reanimate maintains even after that past is long rotted. Um, and Sarah, I think, kind of continues in seeing like the process by which things are suppressed and destroyed, uh, or that suppressed things grow and evolve um, in her past self and in this growth. And looking to her future, uh, Sarah sees a vast array of interesting plausibilities. Sarah sees a world in which this magic that she is unnecessary, that her ability to preserve is not useful because the things that she is preserving do not truly live on. They are just these facsimiles, these echoes. And in that world, she decays. She is destroyed and unmade because there is no use of this magic. There is a world in which she attempts to use the magic that she is made of to command vast armies of undead and grow into something far more malevolent and uncontrolled than she is now. Any form of that humanity wiped away as she is an ever growing, faceless, expanding moat of magical metal and protection. Um, and I think she just sees versions of those two axes, like this feeling of like, and is this thing that is like beautiful and able to like preserve and protect going to cause harm, and like what is the way that I can continue to be useful? And I think Sarah does not find an answer to that, does not find like the center path, but uh, we see many.
So, you both, Andre and Sarah, become very certain that we are all one being, that everything is connected by some network. And if one understands how to tap into that network, perhaps one can even control something in that network, though it is much bigger than all of us. The individual is a speck of dust in a sandstorm. And as this revelation sinks in, you find yourselves floating over the planet Tiarun, looking down. There are other continents besides Capernia Toth that you view, uh, separated by the Great Barrier. No one can come to this continent, but you see the globe spinning and you see these other continents and you feel the pulse of organic life all over the surface of the planet. Miki and Celeste, What you see happening with these two is just like a kind of sensation from both. Wide open eyes, wide open mouth, just glazed over, holding the arms of holding the hands of this mushroom person, and both Andre and Sarah are just absolutely blasted completely full as if a hurricane were passing through them. Um, Miki and Celeste, how are you reacting to watching these two experiencing this stuff?
Oh, go ahead if you're going to say something.
I was just unmuting.
um, uh, I think Celeste would observe, and if it looks like any harm is befalling them, she would be ready to change her not planning on it to planning on it. But at the moment, she is still not planning on doing anything. But she is wary of what exactly is happening.
Mm.
And you see the rest of the mushrooms are like smiling. If a line on a stump could be smiling, they're just like they seem to be undergoing the most beatific, sublime experience. Nikki, how are you reacting?
Miki is very much looking at Andre and Sarah with a deep look of worry. But she's letting this play out. Too scared if like she stops it right now, if it will sever or harm them in any way. And just very anxiously waiting for any sort of action to pass.
So Andre, you have seen all of these communal visions that I've been describing, but you are also having visions of your past and of your future. What are you seeing?
I think Andre would see almost like a bird's eye view of Orca Village, kind of in some badland area where it's very dusty, very barren. Crops would not grow. So these orc people would band together to try and raid caravans that were going through or nearby villages. Uh, and eventually he would see that this orc village was slowly dying, even still, as they had to scrap and steal whatever they could to survive. And it would kind of zoom in on two orcs who left this village and traveled to far off lands to Liebenstock to try and find themselves a better life. It would finally start to slow as a kind of blackness envelops once they find their way into the country, and it would fade as a bright light would be seen as he's staring up at his parents for the first time in childhood. Um, a strong, brutish orc man with a big pot belly and uh, a bubbly, uh, big-cheeked orc woman above him, who told him that he will grow strong and he will be great for the wars of this land, and it'll give him purpose and prosperity that they were unable to find in their previous home. And for a bit, you would see this small orc baby smile, and you would see him smiling as a couple years pass and time lapse happens as his parents age, uh, both of them holding each of his hands. And then suddenly the smile would fade and they would disappear, and he would be alone for a bit uh, before he would see a smiling dwarf looking a little bit up at him as he was tall for his age and tell him to follow him and that he would take care of him. It was then that he would meet uh, his dwarven family who helped raise him the rest of the way, and the smile would slowly return before it would disappear again, and he was left alone once again, uh, with no one there around him. Um, After a bit of time of him just standing there on his own, he almost stands up from his sitting position and decides to walk away from this land of Liebenstag and begin journeying for his own vision of what might be better than where he was.
Um, so Andre, you see yourself older, uh, living in a house in the woods. Uh, you see a desk where there are some large stacks of coins that you are counting. Uh, you see a comfortable home, and just as what you expect would be family members, someone starts to enter the room. Your vision cuts to your father. You see what is unmistakably the city of Einsam in the north of Liebenstag, and you see that he's wearing those little glasses that you saw him in that dream you had. And he's sketching something, and the camera of your vision sweeps up over his shoulder to reveal what he's sketching, and it's a drawing of you as an adult. Um, Sarah, you see your soul leaving this skeletal creature and entering another body. You see also these arms, new arms, two arms of yours wrapping around someone, and you know that it's a romantic embrace. And then you both see a couple flashes from what might be the recent or soon future. You see yourself squeezing through a claustrophobically small cave that seems to be made out of flesh, like flayed flesh, like the inside of someone's stomach, slimy, slimy things on the walls pressing against your skin as you squeeze through this space. Um, you see you see your whole group riding on the back of a dragon, holding on to little handles that have been somehow attached to a gray dragon. And the dragon, as you two, Sarah and Andre, you meet eyes in this vision, and you realize that you're both having the same vision of this possible future. And as you're flying through the air on the back of this dragon, the dragon turns its head and looks back at you all and goes, "Yeah!" And and then you see a glowing blue Vedelkin floating in a jail cell. And then finally, both of you separately hear a voice. For now, it's saying the same thing to you, so I'm going to tell you that you hear the same thing, but you're experiencing this separately. You hear, ask, ask. Sarah, how do you respond?
Sarah, I think kind of Sarah is crying. Sarah is crying because of a separate thing. Sort of like, fuck, why was the dragon saying yeah? Oh God, okay. Um Ask. Oh, that's so general. God, good question. Explain everything about the mistress and about the immediate danger that faces our continent, Capernia Toth.
You ask so little. The mistress is evil. She longs to destroy this world, to enter and destroy. You will stop her.
No. Wait, but that's not everything. Like, what's her name? What's her plans? Where does she live? Tell me more. As I
She lives in hell.
Damn it, I could have been more specific. Oh no. Do I only get one ask?
You're still tripping.
Shit, okay. Um, please explain exactly what we should do for the next 30 days, every single action we should take. Still crying.
The the voice is like, you ask such long answers.
You can write it down. It's okay. I'll read it later.
You should live,
God damn it.
survive, save the world.
Okay, do I get like a third one?
Go to the volcano.
Ooh.
Confront the dragon. End the mistress's hold on this land.
There's a volcano? Oh. Um, do I get a third?
That
Okay.
was your third.
No. Shit. Oh, I was so good about the other ones.
All right, Andre, you also hear separately, you hear in your head, ask, ask.
Can I save them?
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
Neither of you asked me my name.
I was about to ask that. That would have been my third.
What is your name?
Normally DMs hate that.
Are you like God or something? Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, I do have one more. But how do we stop the thoughts?
They are already stopped.
All right.
The thoughts were a curse that Kingfisher put on Trance. They were coming from Trance.
Oh yeah.
And then the voice says, in response to Sarah's question, I am Boletas, the only god.
Oh. Shit. Okay. Uh, uh, do I know what that is?
You definitely have never heard of it. You've only heard of the 10 gods that everybody normally worships.
Okay. Um, are you the only god in your culture or in existence?
Take the spores in this room and spread the message. Boletas is the only god.
Okay, definitely culture. Um,
This god just asked us to kill all the mushroom men after we promised them we wouldn't?
go forth and spread monotheism.
You said to
Uh,
take spores, not to
I know.
grind up
fair
a
enough.
Oh
I
boy,
know,
here
I
we go
know.
crusading again.
You know, they never expected the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, maybe that's what I should use my undead for. No, wait, that's bad. Uh, hey, um, so where do you come from?
everywhere and
Okay,
everything.
your name,
I
like,
am Boletas, the only god.
what language is your name from?
and then and then it's like bye. And
Shit.
you gotta do boop. You
Ah.
you wake up in the melding room, having melded really hard.
Kingfisher, stop staring at Tantrance like that. It is giving the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, uh,
Are you two okay? What happened? You looked like you're out of it for a good solid 20 minutes.
big weird silver tears. Uh, that was a lot. Andre, are you fine? Are you holding up?
Yes, of course.
Whoa, you have a really different energy. Oh God. Um,
It's like you two swapped energies.
uh, okay, I have to,
Uh, now, be calm. Be still. It is, whatever visions you see, they are just visions.
okay, no, no, no,
Um,
for sure there were real visions of the future. We straight up saw the future. Hold on. Hold on.
You saw
uh,
the
What did you
future.
see?
Oh, um, I saw like my whole past, and I saw myself die, and I saw myself become evil. And I saw, you know what? Hold on. Uh, you, Sarah, uh,
Hairball.
eaves over like a cat having a hairball, and vomits. Um, I don't know, like 207 bones. You see Sarah fully disconnects from the body of Crash. The remains of Crash fall on the ground in front of her. Six silver bells fall off her ears and hit the ground. Uh, oh, and the poop, second arm grows. And her form just sort of like shifts and melts and immediately starts changing.
That was quite the stomach ache. I have never
Uh,
seen somebody.
whoa, I feel better.
I'm gonna need
Ugh.
a bit to dry heave in the corner. I'll be right back.
Okay, we're back to normal. I'm gonna scoop this up. Um,
What do you look like with the two arms?
Sarah is currently, I think, her form is shifting. She sort of is starting to look a lot less, almost slightly less skeletal and more like a very classic lich, effectively. You see she has like um a sort of weird obsidian like cloak sort of situation, little bony hands. Uh her face, her like skull face is a little bit more like neutral or like less cat-like, but she still has cat ears. Uh and she just sort of shifts into a like slightly less human form, I suppose. She just looks more like a weird undead monster. And you also see her eyes grow a bit brighter, I think. That white glow.
I'm gonna generate an AI picture of that.
Fair.
Oh, well, that is the result of visions that caused
Yeah.
you to do this?
Dude, I met whoa, that's the first time I've ever said dude. I met God. Uh like
What?
okay, they said they were the one God, which feels like something that a new God would say, or like, I don't know. But it was a lot. It was like very spiritual. So maybe they were like a more powerful or enlightened version of a God. Um,
What god is it?
hey, what was the name again?
Boletas.
Boletas. They said to spread the word. Also didn't catch a pronoun, but I'm gonna say they. Uh, or it, I don't know. That feels right. Andre, did you meet Boletas? Oh, no, I felt your presence there. We were there with that one, right?
This
Andre?
Wait, two completely different reactions. Oh, God.
I'm the same Andre. I don't know what you mean.
third
I,
world.
oh my goodness.
I am most glad we did not participate in this. They seem
Uh,
Seem to have
what?
swapped personalities.
Um,
Sarah's calling us dude, and Andre's being stoic.
this
uh,
this is the most peculiar.
You guys make it seem as though I'm constantly talking.
Kind of
d
are.
d- not that you are constantly speaking. It is the manner in which you speak. It is quite
yeah,
changed.
if
It was certainly an experience. You'd
oh
understand better if you were there, but
no, it's true. You would love it. You got well, I don't know if you would. You should
Did
do it.
what were you sharing visions with one another? Or did you see
Yeah, we saw
information
like the
of each other?
planet,
You saw the planet.
whole planet.
What
we
does it
saw a
look
fox
like?
decompose.
Oh, that felt kind of actually a little trite. Like I've seen versions of that before in like textbooks.
Or like when you look in the mirror almost.
Oh, yeah, I mean kind of every day, right? Haha. Not anymore though. Hey, I'm corpse free.
Are
Uh
you?
yeah, yeah. I mean I'm just pure necromancy now. Straight up. I'm just a sort of magical abjuration.
I'm kind of seeing it now, at least on Sarah, what you guys mean by the personality differences.
I don't know. I feel great.
Uh,
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 let's get back to the planet thing. That's kind of massive. What did it look like?
I don't really remember. It was, I mean, a lot was happening.
It was a
Uh,
large dragon, and we were riding on it,
oh, right, we all
and
rode
it
a
said,
dragon.
"Yeah,
And that's definitely that I think that's
What
real.
color
That's
was
gonna
the
happen.
dragon?
exactly."
It was
Wait,
gray.
wait, what dragon is it the silver dragon that we were fighting initially?
God, maybe. I think it was gray. It had little handles on the back, and it was like, yeah.
Wait,
now,
I find it hard to believe that I went, yeah.
And that was
I,
like direct future. That is definitely gonna happen, or some version of that.
I don't necessarily not believe that you saw a gray dragon tell you,
Hmm.
yeah, I am more just skeptical that any of this holds any truth and it is not just a illusion placed in your head. And maybe you're very quick on the belief in it.
Listen, dude, my belief.
Breaking me.
Uh,
I like it. It feels like a new me.
Well,
Look, it made me spit up my bones. I think that's progress, you know.
is
I
it?
didn't like that
Yeah.
part.
And Andre, you would normally have a much stronger reaction to something like this.
I
Mhm.
just dry heaved in the corner for like 30 seconds.
Or to,
I don't know what you want from me, Silith.
Mhm.
you have a point there.
All right. So both saw a dragon. What else did you guys see that made
uh,
such a big difference?
I don't know. It was oh, I saw my mom or my like Sarah. I saw Crash's mom. I saw that was weird.
Or did you see out of each other's past, or
Did we?
no.
No.
well, are you, I suppose the question is, are you both okay? You're well? You're not feeling bad, even though you are acting different?
Yeah, I have to rethink a lot of things, but I feel great.
Well, I've got ideas for a new alcohol to brew.
I'm gonna start a meditation group with my undead.
Meditation?
Yeah, I have to like learn how to deal with myself. I feel like,
Are you gonna start a
um,
yoga class?
yeah, yeah. Pon Noir can lead it. She's great at that. Um, Look, there are things you don't know about my undead. Okay,
I am certain
okay, that
of
was.
that is the
Hmm.
truth, but
Uh, no, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel. Oh, I tried to get as much information from the god as I could. I was like I was trying to get very specific information, but I was very emotional. We have to go to a volcano and
Hmm.
kill the mistress, or something like that. That's like where it's all gonna end, I think.
Gotcha. Well, it's a good thing we're already kind of head to that volcano through this tunnel.
Yeah. Well, maybe you guys should do this real quick so we can so you guys can meet God and you can ask follow-up questions. Actually, you know what? I can write some stuff down and then you can go and have questions for the God that seems to know everything that it'll answer. Yeah,
uh,
let's do it.
I am
maybe
Okay.
on the way back they could
Yeah.
do that if they're really not looking forward to it at the moment.
Uh,
Seeing you two kind of terrifies me right now at this moment.
oh God,
It's
am
a
I
big
terrified?
change. No, you're not. You're not terrifying. It's just the prospect of so much change is terrifying to me.
Ah,
Change in of itself, I do not feel is bad. It is the manner of which the change has occurred I am skeptical of.
I don't know. I mean, I was born because, well, I don't know. I don't need to. But like every change that's ever happened to me has been either miraculous or insane. So it's sort of, and this was both. So I don't know. But that's just my perspective. I respect your ability to not do that, of course.
Check out the picture of Sarah I put in the chat.
Hmm.
It's cool.
It looks nice.
Pretty dope.
The thing to note about change is that 1 gold, maybe 1 gold, might be 10 silver, possibly 100 copper. It is still 1 gold.
Uh, Indeed, the mathematics are on the point.
Mm.
It is well, I suppose I will not try to argue this or that here. It is I will abstain for the
Might
moment.
be a 20 electrum, possibly, if I
Okay,
remember that
Electrum.
correctly.
I'm starting to get it. I'm a little worried about Andre.
Finlam thoughts interrupt yours and says he says it says now that you have melded, you probably don't want to kill us, right?
Oh, well, if you want us to kill you, I'll still do that. I still really
Boletus
want to
did
see if you'll come back to life.
don't Boletus did ask us to help you spread some spores.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know
do you
about
all worship
Paletas
that guy?
now?
You do.
What?
Hey, did you like never mind. So you all worship the Boletas or whatever?
Yes.
Boletos?
Paletas is everything.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
Looking over to Miki. So it is still on the table as a possibility that we will kill them, yes?
I think even more so now, but let's keep that
Yeah. They're
hush.
still not planning on it, but maybe in the back of the mind.
Oh, okay, you guys are going to kill us. All right.
That is
We're
not
not.
what we said. That
We're
is not
not.
what we said. Do not twist
Mm-mm.
words.
Okay, if I kill you and then resurrect you in an act of divine beauty, would that be good for you?
Fine
Because that seems like
beauty.
your whole thing. Like, that's how I came back to life, just straight up. Divine magic and horrible arcane necromancy.
Uh, these questions are beyond me.
Okay, Miki,
Perhaps it's
not
time
right
we
now, but
perhaps it's time we speak to the Mushroom Monarch.
yeah,
Speak
you're
to
right,
their
Andre.
papa.
Yes, it's this way, to the northwest.
All right,
Uh,
Sarah, what were you gonna ask me?
Oh, I was gonna say, if you guys want to, when we come back, you can ask the god if the god wants us to like resurrect his mushroom people, just to sort of see how that would feel. But no big deal if you don't want to do that. Uh,
I'll consider it.
okay,
It depends on how this talk goes.
great.
you guys set out towards the monarch's home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Finlam is like, do you want me to come with you, or can I just stay here and meld?
Your own mushroom. Do as you wish.
You'll be with us no matter what, man.
Clearly,
This is so trippy.
this one understood the melding.
I'm gonna grow out of it in like a day. It's not gonna stick around, but right now I'm enjoying this.
That's how camping works.
Just
Uh,
the word. Yeah.
so Finland's like that way to the northwest. You guys follow the northwest path out of the cavern into sort of a sliced tunnel that leads into another space to the northwest. Yes?
Yeah.
All right. You go that way. You end up in a pretty big cavern. It has a huge mushroom in the center of it. This mushroom, unlike many mushrooms you've seen, uh, like the stalk is almost as wide as the cap. It's like a mushroom the size of a house if the house part was the mushroom stalk and the roof part was the mushroom cap. It's just like a really wide white stalk with like orange and white cap on top of it. And you're just in this big circular cavern, and then this big circular mushroom fills up most of the room. And this appears to be the room to which you were directed.
Does it look as if this big mushroom in the middle is a dwelling or or the monarch that they speak of?
Roll perception.
Okay. 17.
You notice that there is a tiny uh door in the sneezing bottom middle of this thing. There's a tiny door in the bottom middle of this really big, thick mushroom.
We'll reach for the door. Does it open?
It's like 6 inches high.
Uh,
Small.
Knock on it, I suppose, since I'm not not going to be able to enter.
You knock on the little 6 inch tall door.
Just flick, flick, flick.
You knock on the little 6 inch tall door, and after a few seconds, it creaks open, and inside you hear music playing. Dun, 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 dun. And that's where we'll end our session.
Oh my goodness.
This was an acid trip and I love it.
Oh my
It's still
goodness.
an acid trip.
This is so crazy, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Yay. I'm glad you're enjoying this. The when I first made this area, like just a couple weeks after I played Baldur's Gate 3 and found Myconids in Baldur's Gate 3, and I was like, God damn it, people are gonna think that this used to be not mainstream, and now everyone's gonna know about Myconids.
You know how many times that has happened where I've made a character and then something comes out and it's like that's just my character. God God damn it.
Yeah.
Now you know how Alexander Graham Bell felt.
Now you know how the other guy that invented the telephone at the same time as he did felt.
Hmm.
There was another person that did it at the same time.
Now you know how Benjamin Franklin felt when he was the third to invent electricity.
All right. Some people use their inspiration. Who's got inspiration left? One. Just one. All right. So we've got a non-Miki inspiration vote.
Oh, wait, no, I did use it. Sorry, I forgot I used it.
Okay, we've got a full-on inspo vote. Uh, something you liked that the DM did, something you liked that another player did, and the full-on inspo vote. Full on, baby. Daniel, you're first.
Yay! Something I liked that the DM did. I really liked I forgot his name just now. I was thinking of it. Finlim. I don't know why I wanted to call him Fanlon. Finlim. His whole personality I really enjoyed, especially since it felt like he kept interjecting to like plant that idea of like you're gonna kill us all though, right? Just don't do it. Don't do that one thing. I don't want you to do it. Um, I I love that, and especially whenever we asked him philosophical questions, and he just would be like, maybe that's a question for someone else. I got the vibe of like that scene from Blazing Saddles where it's like these are simple farmers, common clay, you know, morons.
Morons.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Hmm.
Um, something I liked that another player did. I really liked Eve's whole like trip. Uh, like if I didn't know, I would be like Eve, because this is what I would do to get that kind of descriptions that Eve had. I would have had to spend 2 days just like planning it all out and being like, yeah, these are good describing words. Let me just make sure that I keep them in my mind for that. That was really cool. I would not have been able to come up with that kind of stuff off the cuff. I thought that was really cool. And I also want to give props to Miki for your intense no, I don't want to do the mushrooms the whole time. I really liked that vibe, and I feel like it's fun when stuff like this happens and there's someone like character wise that has a reason for not wanting to go deep, and I thought that was really cool. And full on inspo vote. I'm gonna give the inspo vote to Silith for reminding us when we were all trying to be stealthy. We were like, yeah, let's just stealth across, and then a little tint tint over there. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that joke from Dave Chappelle about the Paralympics and the guy who had metal legs, and he called him Little Tink Tink. So I got to give it to Silith for that.
I appreciate the vote.
Yeah. All right. It's Alex.
Yeah. Oh, I I think this is probably my favorite session so far.
Wow.
I lo- something about me just loves. I didn't realize it until like fairly recently, but like I love the mushroom people, like kind of race. Like it, I didn't know there was a mushroom race of people in D&D, but like one of my favorite characters, and I guess mods later on, was if you know like the character from Terraria, the mushroom trader. There, I very much liked his subtle lore, and like I just like the idea of mushroom people and just having a hive mind and just subtle, only very subtle like individualities between them, but they're still all connected. I love the concept of that. Whether it's scary or not, if they're planning to take over the world or just chilling buds, I love the concept of that so much. And I love my mental image of like blue luminescent mushrooms like lighting up this cavern with like all sorts of different mushroom houses and this mushroom community. I like that. As well as I very much like this mushroom god, this god of everything. Um, and just it being just like, nah, that pantheon, fuck them. I'm the one god, and giving Sarah and Andre this big old trip, and I don't know if it's real or not. I love that. Like, where it's presented like it as like a player, you're just like, oh yeah, this has to be real. But what if it's not? That's so interesting to me. So this is definitely my favorite session so far. Um, so if I were to give inspiration, I'd probably give it to you, Jake. But and other things players did. I like Andre and Sarah going into Mel, and then Andre's like immediate, like, yeah, let's fucking do this. Let's do it. And like Sarah's coming out of it constantly was blowing me away. And like her description of like her vision and like Andre's past was so sad to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, and Stella sitting right next to me means like I have no idea what the fuck they're doing. I'd like that. So I'd say my inspiration would go to Sarah.
Noise. The first time I ran this, I believe two people from the party sat out of the melding as well. Um, which is, it's a good character decision. I feel like a lot of my characters would not do it. Um, but obviously there's one character that wants to meld all the time.
Alex, like I will say, Alex as a player really wanted to meld, but Miki was fucking terrified. So no.
Even for Eve.
Mm.
Even Eve.
Oh my. Um, Something I like that the DM did. Um, I'll I'll run through a bunch of stuff. There were so many good things about this session. Number one, you pulled off an amazing session. Well, sick. That's incredible. This session was so good, so well DM'd. I didn't feel any sleepiness from you. You were perfect. You were great. No weakness was shown. Um, I also enjoyed the various creative ways that you got around my annoying long ass questions. Um, I liked that little volley of like, uh, you are good, she is bad, you will win. That's the only thing that's meaningful. Very good stuff. Uh,
I
I
hope
love.
I hope I gave you some information that you didn't have before.
No, there was some. The volcano was useful. There's stuff that was useful in there. Um, we learned about the god.
Yeah.
Uh, the um,
Maybe you got more useful stuff than you know.
ooh. um, let's see. I enjoyed all of it. There's something very funny to me about what if we had gone south and just skipped this?
Yeah.
Uh, which, such as with big dungeons, but it also could have been a dead end or a trap or something. So, I don't know. For specific player things, I really liked Andre's coming out of the melding. There's something, I don't know, Andre, it's just so funny. It's just so incredibly amazing to be like, I don't know, you're like a real paladin. You're like a real, like, there's like big, at peace with oneself, yeah, like I'm a hero, like we're gonna do this right. That was very off-putting, and funny coming from Andre. Um, that was very good. I enjoy Seleth being confrontational about murdering these mushrooms. I enjoy Miki being another word. What's afraid of these mushrooms. Uh, I enjoyed it all. Great session. Inspo vote will go to Daniel because I really enjoyed that character piece.
Yeah, his just being completely different. Yeah, it reminds me of somebody having a big mushroom trip and coming out of it and being like, I understand everything. And I'm like enlightened. And then like a week later, they're like, oh, I can't pay this parking ticket. Like, like you said something, Eve, like I'll be like this for like a day. Seeing how you come out of the trip, you're like, we are all connected, and then it wears off. Um, so anyway,
If I had foresight, now is when I would have done the class change restructuring.
Uh,
yeah, except you'd be a cleric of Boletas.
Oh, you're Claire.
You can still be.
betraying your god already.
I don't know. You're a new cleric.
You were just tasting the waters.
If only I hadn't have been so quick last session when Darius asked me, "Who's your god?" and I could have been like, "I don't know yet." But again, foresight or hindsight, 2020.
Well,
That's like,
now you can role play a crisis of faith if you want.
I already
why does
did. That's been like the last 4 sessions.
why does Boletos even need new clerics? If he's the god of everything, then everyone is already worshiping him.
Hold
Anyone who
on, wait.
worships
Boletos backwards. It's Galathikosh. Oh no!
I also like being overly logical and pedantic about this character because I got such strong, like in character, Sarah is like kind of suspicious and not interested. Out of character, I'm pretty sure Jake is being very literal about this is the god of everything. Like I got big, strong, like, no, this is the god of everything. Like, look how godly it is. And I was like, but the implications. Um,
Yeah,
what
Uh,
else?
you'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Uh, come.
uh, yeah, it was a super fun session. I personally, it's is all, oh, I am the one real God, spread my message. Red flags all over that.
Hmm.
That is a giant crimson red flag. Got cult written all over it. Uh, but it was a very very fun session.
You know, like the
Just
Comic Sans, yes? Question mark, God?
yeah, it reminds me of just um when you said that, it reminded me of Benito Mussolini's like
Hmm.
headquarters. It's a statue of his head that looks absolutely horrific. And just everywhere, yes, 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 yes. Like it's James Bond villain type headquarters. I don't know. When you said that, that's what I'm thinking. Like, oh yeah, this is red flag all over it. Please just look at it. But it was fun. I love the descriptions from everybody. The acid trip description of seeing the world, and um the decaying fox, which I looked up, and thank goodness I wasn't eating. um and then also of Sarah, Eve, always excellent with descriptions, so it's always a joy to have Sarah, or have Eve, go off and do the imaginative descriptions. And also, I liked seeing a little bit, even though the character didn't, seeing a little bit of Andre's backstory, and it was an out of character reason why I decided to have Celeste not join. entirely just because I wanna release backstory stuff outside of magical compulsion.
I really wanted to learn Celeste's backstory.
You guys haven't asked. All you gotta do is ask. But I want to release that stuff outside of magical compulsion. So that one was a out of character reason why I didn't join. But uh, you know, I pass it off as Celeste. Just all right. Hey, if this is a trap, all of us getting sucked in is bad. Definitely glad she didn't. She's definitely glad she didn't after seeing um how everybody changed afterwards. Um, Also, another thing, players, the way your characters acted after coming out of the acid trip, dude. I think it's tough for me because on one hand, also Miki with the paranoia the whole way, the anxiety was very enjoyable to watch. But so I want to. Well, on one hand, I could vote for Miki and just make it a four-way tie and make Jake decide. Um, Andre, I like the I like the little peek at his backstory, and then I like him being the front man, the face of the group. So enjoyable. But I think I'm gonna have to give it to Eve, to Sarah, because I was cracking up with the yeah, dude.
Yeah, a cat lich that says dude.
Yeah,
I'm just
bro.
expecting her to just show up and just like, I hate Mondays.
Oh no. Oh God.
Uh,
Level 20 Sarah is Garfield.
oh no,
Where's my lasagna?
lasagna.
It's that one comic where it's like Bongo the Clown or whatever, and then it's chapter one, his introduction, and then it shows the very last page where it's like he's sacrificing himself against the dragon and everyone's crying kind of thing. I also really liked, and I wanted to bring this up later, I just forgot it. When when Andre asks Boletas like, can I save them? And he's like, yeah. He's like, all right, I don't need anything else. And he's like, no one asked my name. Dare you? I love that. I hope Boletas returns at some point.
Yeah, that's true.
See, this is why you're right. I do have to have a crisis of faith. I've gotta re-roll the character again. Fully paladin.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that Can I Save Them was a joke about keeping your questions for later. And
That's I wish I was that smart. Then I could be serious and make a joke at the same time.
oh God. It makes more sense now that I think about it.
Well, good game, y'all. Sarah has the point of inspiration and good times in hallucinogenic land.
Wait, I have a question for Sarah. Are you
Yes.
so first you were Crash, then you turned into Sarah. Now are you something else? Are you
Okay, this is a
are you
stupid.
a third thing?
Okay. The way I think of it is, okay, so original person is a tabaxi who probably had like a given name at birth that we don't know.
Right.
Then that tabaxi died and Sarah was created, this like magic
Hmm.
ward, and they became the same person, and that was Crash. It was the mix of the dead tabaxi and the ward. And
Okay.
then the tabaxi went away, and now it's just Sarah.
Okay.
This is a whole ship of Theseus like
Yeah.
It is.
thing
Truly.
going on.
And she removed the last pieces of the ship.
Mm.
She
She's
sure
accepted that
did.
she's different.
She
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Does she still like? Is she carrying the bones in like a
Yeah, yeah,
bag?
the her zombies are carrying them.
Are you gonna resurrect your old bones?
I really thought about it, but that's not gonna happen. This is a moment of accepting loss for Sarah.
That's rare. That's growth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll accept loss and growth, and we'll look inside that giant mushroom house with the music coming out of the little 6-inch door next time on Elenia Toth B. And yeah, like I said, they're getting posted every week now. So the one, the October 14th one, it has Basnick, Miki, Crash, and Kaz
When did
on
I join? I look back on that.
May, maybe? I don't know, but I need to go to bed so this cold goes away.
Yeah.
Uh, I will see you in 1 week, and Guten Gamen.
Yeah. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks so much,
Buenas
y'all.
noches.